And if you are anything like me or just still thinking, Arizona weather, go home. You're drunk. You had a little too much to drink. We're cutting you off. You have a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Appreciate you hanging out. It's been an interesting day. Yesterday, I did do the pre-record thing because we had an opportunity to visit a really cool company that might help us out in our endeavors of raising funds for Arizona conservation. So when we have a opportunity like that, we jump on it in every way we can. So this guy is importing fantastic firearms from overseas, and wow, yeah, all of our events are going to have an amazing raffles for firearms because these things are super, super cool. So I had to go meet with him out in the Scottsdale area. So that was a noon meeting. So we had to just had to punt, and it's all good. So I appreciate you guys allowing me to go ahead and pre-record the show this morning. I'm going to give you guys a quick pup date before we get to something super, super serious. The pup date is this. I did test if Boone speaks fluent electricity. You'd be happy to know he is fluent in electricity. I have the training collar on him with the tone. Beep, doesn't even touch him. Vibrate, doesn't even touch him. He didn't even turn around. Doesn't even care. And he just took off today in his walk with Ozzy. Just took off straight at a woman with her dog. And he's super friendly. She's like, is he friendly? I'm like, yeah, he's friendly. I'm chasing him down, chasing. Just hitting the button, not even touching. Then he didn't listen. He jumped up on the woman. I popped that thing to a 3, and he jumped. He was like, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to do that again. Then I get him to release, get him off. We were going back towards Ozzy and Queen Bee. Dude turns around and goes right back at the woman. I hit that thing. Pow. It just spun him. He came right on back. So, okay. Boone speaks electricity. All right. You're working, Rocky in his working right. What are you doing? You're at Ben Avery. What are you doing over there? I know you're working with Rocky. I see that. But what are you doing over there? Oh, let's see if everybody here, so everybody else can see. Still working Rocky and his guns. Oh, okay. So you just take him out there to get to kind of work him through the gun shy. We call it gun shy. So if a dog is gun shy, that's it's something you can work through for sure. I highly doubt Boone is gun shy. I highly doubt that. He's scared of gunfire. Yeah. And rightfully so. I mean, it's especially for dogs with hearing like Rocky's, loud bangs, probably aren't the best thing in the world for him. So yeah, good idea taking him to Ben Avery. Absolutely, 100%. So get the dog home, and the Catahoula lab that we thought we had adopted from the pound, the DNA came back. The DNA of Boone has come back, and Boone's he's a goodest dog. Boone is some great. Did I miss some good commentary yesterday? Oh man, dang it! I wish I had. So yeah, if I miss it, I miss it. But let me get to what this is. Actually, let me flip and find it. What is going on here? There it is. Got to bring it over here in frame, please. And maybe not. Okay, here we go. We got his wisdom panel back. There are 16 breeds in this dog. I looked at him. I said, "Yo, Granny was a apparently his ancestors really got around. There is absolutely zero Catahoula in this dog. Zero. We were told he's a Catahoula lab mix, and he's only 14% lab. Only 14. Yeah, we thought, looks like a lab, looks like a Catahoula, only 14% lab. He is majority Great Pyrenees, Australian Shepherd, and cattle dog. What? Great Pyrenees for the Great Scott. He's a Great Pyrenees, 12% Australian cattle dog, 11% American Pit Bull. So he's got the murder dog in him, and 14% lab. And then everything else, you guys, a Marima sheepdog, miniature American Shepherd, Belgian Malinois, German Shepherd, American Staffordshire Terrier, American Bulldog, Poodle, 2%, American Eskimo Dog, 2% Chow Chow, 2% Chihuahua, and 1% Beagle, and 100% Good Boy. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Holy. The Pyrenees, the Pyrenees definitely is a problem. Yeah, okay, so Eddie, you have 2 Great Pyrenees. Okay, I might be leaning on you, champ. I totally might be leaning on you because I got to figure this out. Like, I'd be just easy breezy rolling to the concert tonight, checking you out and all that stuff. Dude, this dog is mellow 24/7. There's 2 hours where he decides he just wants to wreck shop. And I think it's important, though. Problem is the Pyrenees, you got to tame. Yes, it definitely, Alfred, yeah. You have a mother and son. Oh, that's fantastic. Brennan's not like, yeah, it looks like, let's see here. What's that? Looks like a lab. Quacks like a lab. Not much lab. No, not much. Not much at all. Good Lord. But I think it's really good. I think it's a good thing for all of us to just spend the $50 or whatever it is and see if we can find out what our dogs are. If your dog's not a purebred, your dog's a pound puppy, and that's what this one is. It's good to know those traits. If I am looking into traits of a Catahoula because that's what I was told he was, then I am going to look for those type of traits, look for that type of training. Instead of, oh my gosh, I now I have the Great Pyrenees here, and I got to figure out the training. And they are, from what I understand, and I think Eddie probably backed me on this one, as Alfred alluded to, is that you got to tame those suckers. They're going to do what they want to do all the time. And then you put the dopey lab in there, and oh yeah, yes. Dude, what you Rockies fixed, and you wish you could breed it. What for a quarter horse program? That's one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Rocky is very Great Danish. Yes. Oh, and 30% electricity. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because Queen Bee saw it. Queen Bee was like, "Is that what he hit him?" And like, it jumped him. Yeah, he does not like that. So we got to break him. And unfortunately, it is the way it is. I mean, I'm not Caesar Milan. I'm not the dog whisperer. I am a guy that's busy and needs to get a dog trained pretty quickly, and it does not believe in the $3,000 send them away for a couple of weeks program unless you're training a hunting dog. But for a dog to be just, a dog, a cool family dog that listens and obeys and isn't a flight risk. I've seen my sister go all in on one of those trainings with her dogs, and her dogs act like little gangbangers. So I'm going to have to figure this out. I just found out I'm a big fan of the program Masterclass. And I know they got a lot of weird stuff on there, but I just found out they have dog training on there. I'm so excited about that. Yeah. Buttercup is a rescue. We know her dad was an American Mastiff and mom was a German Shepherd. Okay. Yeah. So you get to go into those, those dominant traits of each of those breeds and figure out what is best for training, what to expect and things like that, and health issues and all of that. Yes, Alfred, I do agree, my friend. I definitely do. Electricity, treats, lots of patience and love. Yes. Oh, that dog is loved. He's very spoiled. Just alongside of Prince Aussie. So it's all good. They 2 princes as it is. So it's a very, very good thing. Generally, she's a whiny mastiff. I had 2 dogs where every emotion was whining. Happy, sad, scared, anxious, excited, all whining. Oh, it drove me nuts. Drove me crazy. But yes, I think the stubbornness, Eddie. Yeah. So Eddie's got the Pyrenees. It's just stubborn. He is stubborn. Electricity is how it works. And by the way, I've gone all the way to the 6. I have done it, and it does not feel good. 6 is the highest on the remote. 6 is the highest zap you could get. Just holding that in your hand is not fun. So if dad has to go to a 6, there is some serious crap going down. Like his life is in danger, right? Like if he goes taking off towards Indian school or something like that, and I've just got to I got to stop him. So that's what we do. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, your boy had some trauma. Okay, some bad trauma. Poor guy. Yeah, and Boone is showing no signs of trauma. I'm still going to train him as a hunting dog. We're not going to play around here. That's going to be my dove and duck dog. That's going to be my bird dog. He will be a bird dog. But damn it, if his whole job is just to sit right next to me the entire time, just walk with me to go find the birds, that's okay with me. Damn it, he's going to hunt with me. Tell you that. Maybe Ozzy Posse too. We'll see. We'll see if we work that out too. See what Mama thinks about that one. But anyway, it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to spend the money. You get a hunting dog, a pound dog. Even if you see purebred dog, get the DNA swab. Just do it. Just do it, because you might be surprised. Like I sure as hell was surprised to see Chihuahua in on this one, because the dude's he's a big boy. If it didn't have Chihuahua, Chow Chow, and Beagle in him, and Toy Poodle, I think he'd be a giant. He'd probably be as big as Rocky Alfred. Mm-hmm. Thank you for asking that question. I was wondering how tight you have his collar. Yeah, but his electric collar tight enough to get the 2 fingers. That's exactly what it is right there. Yep. I had it a little more loose today, because I Queen Bee hasn't seen that kind of thing before, so it does look tight. It does look uncomfortable, but you got the 2-finger thing is just absolutely fine, and it's that's the same way. That's exactly how tight I have his. Yes. Bird Dog Boone. Yeah, dibs on the band name. Bird Dog Boone. Yeah, like that. Mm-hmm. Parvo. Who's got Parvo? What are you talking about, man? Oh, he's a Parvo survivor. Yeah. Ugh. Parvo's rough, man. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Grizz is here. Grizz, we just found out that my dog is not Catahoula like we were told it was Catahoula. It is a Great Pyrenees Labrador mix with some cattle dog in there. Jeez, rice. Yeah, his entire lineage is a bunch of hoes just out there. Just, we don't care. Hey, man, just breed to breed to breed to breed to breed. It's all good. Just pass it around. Like they're passing it to the left-hand side. Standard poodle is a good retriever. Yeah, so there's a poodle in there too. He's got a little bit of poodle. So I got a Pyrenees Labdoodle. A Pyrenees Labradoodle. Oh, it's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Thank God his hair's straight. Thank God that short hair is the dominant gene, because those Pyrenees are, man, there's a lot of hair going on there. Oh, the whole time walking around your house. Yeah. Can we get to something we've got to talk about that's just rough? It is a little bit politically, but this is wildly important. One of the most important things that are going on right now in our nation when it comes to our outdoor way of life is the potential of a land grab. Well, basically not really a land grab. It's a land sell-off. This administration and this Congress is considering, not when they're considering, I mean, they're throwing legislation around to go through committee and all of this to sell off your and my public lands. To sell, I'm going to say this again, our public lands. The public lands we bought, paid for, taxes, whole nine, and we preserve and we conserve for outdoor recreation and activity, and to participate in the North American model of wildlife conservation with our sporting recreation. They're thinking about selling off these lands. And Matthew, I agree with you. Hell to the no. But let's dig into it, because this is important. This was reported yesterday. Congressional committees have been asked by the Republican leadership to propose ideas to generate revenue that could include a sweeping budget reconciliation process. That's a shortcut for delivering a budget that bypasses the Senate filibuster by requiring only a simple majority, 51 votes, to pass. The chairman of the House Natural Resources Committee and the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee have reportedly proposed selling parcels of federal lands around national parks and in urban interface. These goals are, ready for this, to raise revenue. I love how they say revenue. Raise revenue. How about stop spending? To raise revenue and address affordable housing in communities where the cost of real estate and housing is driving up the cost of living. Among other objections, critics say this wouldn't address the root cause of affordable housing. You think, you bozos? A lack of affordable units, not a lack of land. This is scary. This is not why we have public lands. We don't have public lands as a savings account. Public lands are sacred. Public lands are ours. Public lands are not because there's a shortfall in Congress because of stupid spending. They're for us. And to say you are going to fix the affordable housing crisis in the country by simply invading our public lands, raping our public lands to build houses. Who's building the houses, by the way? One, who are you selling it to? Two, and who gets to approve this? Because I sure as hell won't. I'll be on the phone to the congressmen and women. I will send them emails. I will make sure that this gets as much light as we can. And, you know, our partners in the critter groups and backcountry hunters and anglers, I know they're big into this too. All of the Ducks Unlimited, all these big organizations, big critter organizations are doing a fantastic job in bringing this to light because it needs to be, and it needs to be squashed. You go figure out your shortcomings as leadership some other way. You are not going to invade our public lands, sell off our public lands because you guys suck at managing budgets, because you have spent decades spending someone else's money, our grandkids' money, and it was never yours, so you didn't care. And when it's time to pay the piper, you're going to go and take more from us and sell it off to the highest bidder, or kick back to your cronies, kick back to your donors. This needs to be addressed in a way that we are really good at, and that is contacting our elected officials, letting them know there's no way in hell this is going to fly. And I would speak their language too. Speak their language. Republicans, listen. You're kind of on a streak right now. You're doing all right. We will make damn sure that this is your downfall. This will be the misstep that unwinds and undoes all that you feel you have accomplished so far. You're jacking with the wrong group. You are seriously screwing with the wrong group, and you're about to find out. Let's get to the comments here because, yes, Teddy Roosevelt would be pissed. Actually, it's funny that you said that, Rhonda. This is a quote. This is being framed around the idea of addressing housing, but the risk we see as that this could touch down communities that aren't asking for this, says Joel Webster, the chief conservation officer for the Theodore Roosevelt Conservation Partnership. If you're in a community that has public lands in or around it, you could be caught up in the mandate to sell lands that have nothing to do with addressing housing costs. Amen. Here. So yeah, this is and I'm going to say this was not the original intent, was it? This was not the intent of Teddy Roosevelt, John Muir working together, conserve lands, national parks, all that, to say, you know, let's hold on to these lands and not allow anyone to know. Let's actually take this as a nation so we, the people, can own this. We can own it together. Unless we are so stupid that we run a $36 trillion debt and have to start selling off lands, but we're going to do it for the greater good so people can afford houses. Y'all knows what's going to happen. Vanguard, BlackRock, they'll buy the land, and then it's all tiny houses that are only for rent. This is the worst idea ever. Truly is the worst idea. And it actually seeds people like Mark Fincham here in Arizona that say, hey, public lands need to go to the states then. If you guys are going to be idiots like that, public lands need to go to the states. Which I don't even agree, because what states have run such great budgets, states have done such great things. States will sell it just as fast as the feds. So who is putting this up? I'm going to get some names. So far, it's just the heads of the two secretaries. The chairman of the Natural Resources Committee and the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee. Those two heads are those that are bandying the idea about and drafting legislation. This can't be a worse idea. There can't be a worse idea. There's a bazillion ways to get that revenue, because once it's gone, it's gone. So you sell it for $500 billion. You sell what you're planning. You sell for $500 billion. That's it. You're done. What else are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do when you keep falling short, running a $2 trillion deficit, have a $36 trillion debt? You're gonna sell my land? That's not gonna fix it. It's not gonna fix it at all. Oh, it's a lot like the saving. It's a lot like the saving of electricity. Like, oh, save water, save electricity, save water, do your best. You really cut down on your usage, and then the utility companies jack up the rates. So you're kind of stuck in there. And so there is a there is a way around this, and that is to hit them where it hurts, and that is the threat to take away their power in their next election. That's really what it is, and that's what it comes down to. So I need to encourage each of you to. I will bring. Here's the deal. I will bring names tomorrow, and we can start getting talking to these people. Maybe I can get Schweikert on tomorrow. I know it's politically, I know this is not a political show, but I think this is a good idea to really talk about this. Tim, what'd you say here, bud? Oh, sorry, bud, this is the wrong one there. Here we go. That would open a giant rabbit hole. Yeah, sure. They say urban. Now as they see the money made, the fire sale will begin just running it down. Absolutely 100%. It's a great point, because Tim they're not going to say, oh, wait, what? No. We have so many examples of giving government an inch and them just not taking a mile. So many, right? Yeah, no, every single time. This is this is a 4-alarm fire right now. Because if this gets to, and I don't even understand it too. Like, I always look at the relationship between Donald Trump and his kid, Trump Jr., as kind of a Ted Turner and Bo Turner. Ted Turner owns, and the Turner family owned land for bazillion acres of land. And Bo was managing it. So Bo was very big in conservation. Bo was a big name, a trusted name in conservation. I thought that was kind of the same with Don Jr. I thought he would step in on this, because there's I can't even. We are not having this. We are not having this. Yes. Let's get back to this, because you guys are crushing it right here. City should have area limits in old areas rebuilt up. Yeah, not out. I agree with that. Yeah, there's plenty of places to make affordable housing in every city in the nation. There's plenty of room. Pretty sure China has a bunch of domestic. Oh yeah, China's got a bunch of it too. Yeah, the affordable housing, right? Yeah, get that back. We need to talk about this on ION. We will. We definitely will. It's something that needs to be uncovered. You guys with me on that? All right. Sorry, I got a little fired up there. I just saw that, and I knew it was coming, and to see it again, and the fact that it hasn't been squashed yet, we need to get involved so we can become outdoor activists and conservationists, and make sure that we are doing everything we can to squash the idea, the thought of selling off public lands for affordable housing. None of that. Yeah. Oh, they think that's right, Grizz. They think it's their own coffers. They think this is their own stuff that they can just play with. It doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to you. And I understand we're a representative republic. They represent us. I get it. But they're not going to represent us long. Not at all. Yeah. It's political, but it has to do with conservation. Yeah. So we do a little bit of both on that one, Rhonda. We can definitely. So let me get out of here and get ready for that program. That would make me pretty happy right now. So let me go, maybe calm down, take a few breaths. All right. That is all the time we have today. Thank you guys for hanging out, and let's keep on this. I will get names for tomorrow. That is on my list right now. Names, got it. And we're going to have those tomorrow. We're going to do it. We'll see you tomorrow right here on the Go Show. It's FAFO Friday tomorrow, so we're going to have some fun. Okay, we can start with just the names, and then we'll go into FAFO Friday. We can do that. You can do, right? You guys will allow me to do that. Yeah, of course. It's our show. We can do whatever we want, right? Celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of state, nation, world that we live in. See y'all mañana.